Okay, folks, so right now I'm going to go through the questions which I've given you on perimeter and area the other day, going through the solutions to make sure we fully understand them all. This is exercise 9.1. I'm going to skip the first three questions though, because there's stuff. Well, no, I'll skip the first question where you're just asked to use a ruler and then go on to the next one, okay? Question 2, part 1. So we're asked to change the measurements so that they're all in centimeters. Now the first thing you have to remember is how much of what is in what. There are 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter, okay? There are 100 centimeters in 1 meter, okay? And then there are 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer, okay? So it's tens, hundreds, thousands. It's nice, easy units to convert, okay? For decimalization. So let's look at the first one. 28 centimeters, 5 millimeters, okay? So remember, there's 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter. So 1 millimeter would be 0.1 of a centimeter. So this is going to be 28.5 centimeters, because 5 tenths. Okay? The next one, 360 millimeters. Well, if there's 10 millimeters in a centimeter, we want to convert this from millimeters to centimeters, divide by 10. So it's going to be 36 centimeters, because you just knock off the 0. Alright? 76 millimeters. Same thing again, divide by 10. To divide by 10, we're moving the decimal one place to the left. So 7.6 centimeters. Alright? And then our last one, 1.5 meters. Now there's 100 centimeters in a meter. So if we want to change 1 meter to centimeters, we multiply by 100. So this time we'll be moving the decimal 2 places to the right. So that's going to be 150 centimeters. Okay? So that's question 2. Question 3. Now we're changing more measurements to centimeters. So 3 part 1, 3 meters. Well, as I said, centimeters to meters is times by 100. So that's going to be 300 centimeters. Part 2. 3.6 meters. Times by 100, move the decimal 2 places to the right. 360 centimeters. Part 3. 0.7 meters. We're yet again moving this 2 decimal places to the right. So that's 1, 2. So that's going to be 70 centimeters. Okay, and then our last one, 0.53 meters, 2 to the right, 1, 2, 53 centimeters. Okay, question 4, part 1. Copy and complete. 50 centimeters is equal to blank millimeters. Well, if there's 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter, to convert from centimeters to millimeters, multiply by 10. 5 by 10 is 50. Next one. 45 millimeters is equal to how many centimeters? Yet again, 10 millimeters for every 1 centimeter. So if we're going from millimeters to centimeters, we're going from lots of small things to a couple of big things. So we divide by 10, move the decimal 1 to the right, left, 4.5 centimeters. 6.5 centimeters is equal to blank millimeters. Going from centimeters to millimeters, a small number of big things to a large number of small things, times it by 10, 65. Part 4. 280 millimeters, blank centimeters. We're going from a small number of or a large number of small things to a small number of big things. 10 millimeters in a centimeter, so we divide by 10, 28 centimeters. Our next one, 2.4 meters, blank centimeters. Now remember, there's 100 centimeters in a meter. So if I want to go from a small number of big things to a bigger number of small things, there's a small number of meters, there's 100 times that many centimeters. Times it by 100, 240 centimeters. And our last one, 0.75 meters is equal to blank centimeters. Multiply by 100, because it's 100 centimeters for every 1 meter, 75 centimeters. Okay, so that's questions 2, 3, and 4. Question 5, work out which of these is bigger. 25 centimeters or 80 millimeters. Well, folks, if we want to work out which is bigger, we have to convert them to the same units, okay? If we want to convert from centimeters to millimeters, we multiply our centimeters by 10. If we want to convert from millimeters to centimeters, we divide by 10. So I'm going to change them both to millimeters. So that means it's going to be 25 by 10, which is 250 millimeters. Well, that's clearly bigger than 80. So our first correct answer is 25. 25 centimeters. Next one. 8.5 centimeters or 90 millimeters. Got to do the same thing again. Convert this from centimeters to millimeters. Multiply by 10. 8.5 by 10. Move the decimal place 1 to the right. 85 millimeters. So the bigger value is 90. And our next one. 24 centimeters or 0.25 meters. Okay, so yet again, they're different units. We need to change them to the same one. If I want to change this to meters, I divide by 100. If I want to change this meters to centimeters, multiply by 100. So I'm going to change this into centimeters. So 0.25 times 100, you're moving your decimal place 2 to the right, 25 centimeters, which is bigger than 24. So that's the correct answer. Question 6, I'm not going to do because it's using your ruler to measure the lengths of shapes on your page. You can all do that at home. If you don't have a math set, Tesco's supervisors are still open. They sell math sets for €4 or €5. When next someone in your family is doing some grocery shopping, ask them to pick you up a math set or even a ruler. You should have your book, your ruler, your calculator at home with you. You were told to bring all these things home before the school's closed. So question 7. I'm going to try and draw this on my board here as best I can. Alright, so we're told to find the perimeter of these rectangles which have been drawn on squared paper, and each square is 1 centimeter in size. Okay? So we literally just have to count the lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the perimeter is 12 centimeters. Okay? Next one. Actually, that's how you do them all. I'm not going to draw the other ones, okay? For the next one, it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 centimeters perimeter. And then for your last one, 16 centimeters, okay? How did I get them? I just count the lines. Not the boxes, that would be area. The lines on the edge of the boxes, okay? Now, question 8. Work out the perimeter of each of these rectangles. So our first one, 7 by 9. Well, if that's 7, that has to be 7, that has to be 9. 9 and 9 is 18. 7 and 7 is 14. 18 and 14 is 32. Okay? Next one. If that's 18, that's 18. If that's 26, that's 26. 18 and 18 is 36. 26 and 26 is 52. 52 plus 36 is 88 centimeters in perimeter. Okay? And then our last one. If that's 8.5, that's 8.5. If that's 12, that's 12. 12 plus 12 is 24. 8.5 and 8.5. Well, 8 plus 8 is 16. A half and a half is 1. So 8.5 plus 8.5 is 17. Plus 24, 41 centimeters. Question 9. We're yet again being asked for the perimeter. Folks, all you do is count up all these numbers. Okay? 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8, plus 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14, plus 6 is 20 centimeters. Now this one we have to do a little bit more work to figure out, because we don't know what this length is and what this length is. But I know that from here to here is 5, and from here to here is 2. So that means from there to there must be 5 minus 2 is 3. From there to there is 6, but from here to here is 1. So from there to there must be 6 minus 1 is 5. And now we have all of our lengths, we can add them up. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 6 is 12, plus 2 is 14, plus 5 is 17, plus 3 is 20. And you see there, these both have the same perimeter despite being very different shapes. Next one. So we have 6, 7, 2, and 6. Well, we're not missing a side here, so we can go straight away add them up. 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 7 is 19, plus 2 is 21 centimeters. And let me just rub this out for the last one. Okay, so add them all up. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 2 is 12, plus 8 is 20, plus 2 is 21 centimeters. Alright, and then it's the same thing for the next one, folks. I'm not going to draw all the pictures on the board. I'm going to draw some of the pictures on the board. For question 10, part 1, add up all your sides. 8 plus 5 is 15, plus 12 is 27, plus 4 is 31, plus 5 is 36. 8 part 2, we need to do a small bit of work to find our missing lengths. Similar to the last shape, I know from here to here is 10. And I know from here to here is 2. So I need to figure out, well, what is this length? Well, this length must be 10 minus 2 is 8. I know from here to here is 6, and from here to here is 2. So this length must be 6 minus 2 is 4. And then adding them up, 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 10 is 20, plus 6 is 26, plus 2 is 28, plus 4 is 32. Next one. Okay, yet again, we got to work out some missing shapes. From here to here is 5. But from here to here is 2. So this bit here must be 5 minus 2 is 3. From here to here is 7. from here to here is 4. So this bit must be 7 minus 4 is also 3. Adding them up, 7 plus 2 is 9, plus 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15, plus 4 is 19, plus 5 is 24 centimeters. Okay? Now, next one, question 11. We're asked to work out the perimeter of a square. Well, if we're in class right now, I'd be asking somebody to give me the definition of a square. Because we're not, I will give you all the definition of a square. A square is by definition a rectangle or four-sided shape where all four sides are equal in length. So, all four sides are equal in length and all four corners are 90-degree angles. Okay, that is the definition of a square. So for question 11, part 1, we're told, okay, it's a square of length 11. So to find the perimeter, just multiply 11 by 4. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11 times 4 is 44. Next one we're told it is 15. Same thing again, 15 by 4, 15, 30, 45, 60. Alright, and then our last one here is 8.5. 8.5 plus 8.5 is 17. 17 plus 8.5 is 25.8. 25.8 plus 8.5 is 34. Okay, or just 8.5 times 4. Okay, 4 eighths is 32, and 4 times a half is 2, so 32 plus a half is 34. So, next one, question 12. Another question where we need to work out a missing length. We have 8 and 5 is here, and 6 is here, and 14 is here. No. Don't need to know. So, if we look here, from there to there is 8, from there to there is 14. So this bit here must be 14 minus 8, which is 6. From here to here is 5, and from here to here is 6. So from there to there must be 5 plus 6 is 11. And then adding up all of our sides, 8 plus 5 is 13, plus 6 is 19, plus 6 is 25, plus 14 is 39, plus 11 is 60. Okay? Okay, so next one. So this top line here is 14, this one on the left here is 4, this one here is 4, and this one here is 10. These are all, of course, in centimeters. So if that's 4, then that has to be 4. Okay, folks? If this is 4, and from here to here is 14, well then that plus that must be 14 minus 4 is 10. Are we following me here? So this whole line here is 14. This length from here to here minus this gap here would be 14 minus 4 is 10. So this plus this is 10. So therefore either of these sides must be 10 divided by 2, which is 5. And now we have all of our lengths, so we can add up our sides. 14 plus 4 is 28, is 18, plus 5 is 25, plus 4, I forgot to put in the length here, so let's start that again. 14 plus 4 is 18, 18 plus 5 is 23, plus 10 is 33, plus 4 is 37, plus 10 is 47, plus 5 is 52, plus 4 is 56, okay? And then our last one here. Right. So let's have a look, shall we? From here to here is 48. From here to here is 22. So from here to here would be 48 minus 22, which is 26. Okay? From here to here is 40. From here to here is 22. So from here to here would be 40 minus 22, which is 18. Okay? And then we add these up. Okay, so 48 plus 18 is 66. Plus 22 is 88, plus 22 is 110, 110 plus 26, 136, 176, I think. I'm pretty sure my admin is correct. Now, question 13. How many more of these have we got to do? Oh, we're doing good. Okay, question 13. By the way, something I'm doing each time I haven't said is I'm checking to make sure the units are the same each time. So far they all have been. So in this question, for example, they're all centimeters. I'm just being lazy and haven't included the units because they're all the same. Okay. So we're working out a perimeter again. I'm going to be lazy now and just use my calculator. $182. And then for part 2, show that the perimeter can be worked out by adding 2 of the lengths shown and doubling the answers. Two of them by adding 2 of the lengths shown. Yeah. If I add 36 and 55, okay, then I get 91. And if I were to double that, I would get the correct answer. Now you might ask yourself, how come? Well, how come is really simple. This weird shape here, okay? If I were to bring this line across to here, and if I were to bring this line up to here, okay, I'm not changing the boundary of this shape at all. I'm changing the inside area, yes, but I'm not actually changing the boundary. Moving that there and that there, I have a perfect rectangle. And for a perfect rectangle, you just add up all 4 sides, or add up 2 sides, two different sides, and double it. So that is 182. That's how we're doing this question. Obviously, the area of this new rectangle is different to this area here, because we've added this bit here in the top right to the inside, but the perimeter is actually still the same. Okay, so another shape. Okay. Some of the dimensions are missing in these figures, but it is still possible to work out the perimeters. Try them. Alright, well. Okay. Same thing again. Same as the last one. If I bring this line over to here and brought this line up to here, I've got my rectangle, so I can just go 12 plus 15 is 37 by 2 is 74 centimeters. Okay? I think all these questions are going to be like this, moving stuff around to make more regular shapes. Next one. Yeah. Okay, if I were to... Oh, and that's 4. Okay, well, if I were to move this line up here, I'd have a regular rectangle. So 10 plus 8 is equal to 18 by 2 is 36. However, this is not the perimeter of this shape, because moving this line up to here, I still have these two lines here. So we need to add an additional 8, which is 44 centimeters, to account for these two lines. Alright? So, as I said, move this line up here, I get a normal rectangle. 10 plus 8 is 18 times 2 gives me a normal perimeter, or 10 plus 10 plus 8 plus 8, it's the same thing, folks. But that's not what this shape is. This shape also has these two lines, which are part of the boundary. So if you imagine this was a field, these would be part of the fence that you have to pay to build, okay? So we need to add this line to 4 and this line to 4, which is the plus 8, which is 44. Okay, and our next one. So that's 9, that's 2. This is 8. Okay. Okay, well, same thing again. If we had moved this line up to here, we've got a regular rectangle, 9 by 2. So 9 and 9 is 18. 2 plus 2 is 4. 18 plus 4 is 24. And then we have the line here, plus 8. And a line here, plus 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 24, 40 centimeters. Okay, so exact same thing again. So, find the perimeter of each of these shapes, explain your method. 3, 6, 14. Part of me's thinking I should have done these beforehand, but sure, look, it's grand. Okay. It's the exact same. Exact same thing again. 14 plus 14 plus 6 plus 6 plus 3 plus 3. Okay, folks? So that's going to be, what, 20 by 2 is 40, plus 6, 46. And then our next shape, so from here to here is 18, from here to here is 18. Okay. Now they haven't actually said it here, but we have to assume from the shape that these are a bunch of squares. So if that's 18, then that has to be 6, that has to be 6, and that has to be 6. And if that's 18, then that has to be 6, that has to be 6, and that has to be 6. And now we have all of our sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 by 6, 72 centimeters. Okay, and how did I get these? Well, look, that's 1, 2, 3 parts make up 18. 18 divided by 3 is 6. 1, 2, 3 parts make up this line of 18 divided by 3 is 6. And now we know what the length of all the sides are. Okay? Technically that question should have explicitly said it was a square, but from the picture in the book it's pretty obvious that they're squares. If this was an exam, it would have actually said that all sides are equal in length, okay? Now, alright, so in each of these figures, we're given one length, alright, and we're given the perimeter. And we have to find the other length. Okay, well, if that's 7.5, then that's 7.5. 7.5 by 2 is equal to 15, okay? So that means this length, I'm going to call it x, and this length here, x. So x plus x is equal to 27 minus 15. Well, x plus x, as we all remember from our algebra, is equal to 2x. It's not equal to x squared, okay? X squared is x times x. If I have one x and I add another x, I have two x's. 27 minus 15, well, 5 from 7 is 2. 20 minus 10 is 10. So it is 12. So if 2x's is equal to 12, I have a number, I don't know what it is, but twice the number is 12, then 1x is going to have to be 12 divided by 2 is 6. So this is 6, and that's 6. Alright, and then our next one. So the perimeter is 30. This is a length of 8. This is a length of 4. This is a length of 2. And they want to know what this length here is. Okay. Right. If I were to bring this line up to here, and if I were to bring this line across to here, I have the same boundary shape. Okay? Area is different. The perimeter, however, is no different. Okay? So, that would mean that, okay, so that is 8 and that is 8. Okay? Oh, and also, I know this much of this shape here is 4 because that is 4. Okay? So, I would have 8. We'll call this y, and we're going to call this bit y. Okay? So, from there to there is 8. 8 plus y plus 4 plus 8 plus 4 plus y is equal to 30. Well, 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 4 is 20, plus 4 is 24, plus y is equal to 30. Okay, so I'm moving over here, guys, because I'm running out of shape, or space. This is a very small whiteboard. So 24 plus y is equal to 30. I have a number, I don't know what it is. If I add 24 to it, I get my number. So that would be the same as saying, well, y is equal to 30 minus 24. Okay, I don't want this 24 on the left, so we'll take 24 from the left-hand side. But whatever I do to one side of the equation, I must do to the other. So y is equal to 6. Okay? 30 minus 24, folks, is 6. Nearly there. Last question, question 17. The perimeter of the yellow rectangle, so that's this one I'm drawing here, is equal to 24. And the base is 4. Find the height of the rectangle. Well, 4, if that's 4, then that has to be 4. So 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. So these two bits have to be 24 minus 8, which is 16. So this plus this is 16. So that means each of these must be half of 16, which is 8. Okay? 4 of these rectangles are used to make this green monstrosity here. Okay? I'll draw it down here. So it's the same rectangles, okay? So that's going to be 4, that's going to be 8, that's going to be 4, that's going to be 8, that's going to be 4, that's going to be 8, that's going to be 4, that's going to be 8. Alright, folks? Now, if that from there to there is 8, and from there to there is 4, that means that's going to be 4. From there to there is 8, from there to there is 4, that's going to be 4. From there to there is 8. Okay, sorry, from there to there is 8, from there to there is 4, that's going to be 4. From there to there is 8. From here to here is 4, that's going to be 4. Find the perimeter. Well, we just add them all up. 4, 8, 16, 20, 24, 32, 36, 40, 48, 52, 56, I don't think I have this one, 64, 70, I think. Okay, add them all up. And that is it. So there's the work solutions for the questions that I've given you. I want you all to, I'm going to put together a video now for the next section with an introduction to how to do those questions. Look at that video, and then you are all to do for me questions 1 to 10 on section 9.2 for Monday, and I want people to start sending me photographs of your work from your copies to prove to me that you're doing this work. Okay, otherwise we will be contacting your parents to tell them you're not engaging. Okay, thanks everybody.